Hey guys, today I have a Sam's pickup order, and it may as well be called a junk food and cheese order because that's what we got a lot of. We didn't have many snacks, and y'all know I haven't been making snacks because we've been so busy. So I just picked up some things, and I think we went a little bit overboard, but it'll last us a while, so it's okay. So I'm just going to show you what we got, and then we'll go from there. We got some more of these peanut butter crackers. And then we got some more of these sea salt caramels. This is something we get about once a month. The sweet and salty almond bars. We haven't bought these in a very long time, but for some reason I just decided to do it. The little wafer with the chocolate and vanilla. A pack of those cookies I had gotten last month. They were really good, so we got some more of those. And I get this about once a year for Jeff. He has them at work. Like, well, he has them all the time. He has a little, I don't know. He used to dip years ago, but he replaced it with peppermint, and I'd much rather him have peppermint than, you know, other stuff. We got some more drumsticks, 2 gallons of milk, some smoked Gouda. This is really good. Some pepper jack cheese, Munster cheese, Colby and Monterey Jack cheese, because the last time we got these, it lasted a while. Some cucumbers. I wanted the regular English cucumbers, but I didn't have any. Some more red onions, 2 loaves of bread, and then I got those totes I was telling y'all about. And it's not focusing. It doesn't like them. Okay. I was going to tell y'all they're 27-gallon totes. So, and they're really heavy duty. So that's all I was going to say though. But my camera didn't like them. Okay guys, lots of things have happened since I did the haul this morning. One of them is one of our dogs. I won't say, I'm not going to go into details because I really don't know all the details, but somehow Maggie wrapped herself in a blanket and ended up getting too hot, and because Noah didn't know she was there because he couldn't feel her there because he wasn't like right beside her or anything, he didn't know she was like that, and she ended up pretty much making herself sick. She's I think she was a bit dehydrated, but once we got some fluid in her, got some liquid in her, she started perking up. She's doing okay now. We're keeping a close eye on her, and I started not to mention this because I know a lot of people could be negative about it, because we did not take her to the vet, because once she started perking up and she was drinking, we didn't feel like we should, because a lot of times here where we live now with a dog as old as she is, because we have taken a couple of our dogs to the vet here at different times, and when they're older they just want to put them down, and I don't believe in putting an animal down unless they're like, unless there's no way they're gonna make it. Okay, I believe in giving them a chance. And so we did what we knew to do, what we have studied to do, what Jeff has done for years whenever he's had animals. He wasn't here at the time, but I knew what he would do because we've done it before, because I knew if they saw her the way she was, that would be their first thing, because we've had it happen so many times with our pets. That's another reason why I want to leave here. Is some reason they just like automatically like, oh well, it's not gonna make it, you need to put it down. And we have proven that that's not true, because Little Bit was one that they said she wasn't gonna make it, need to put her down, but she didn't even have a reason other than she had a rash. And so I was like, I'm not putting her down for a rash because she scratches. No thank you. So we brought her home. She lived like 4 or 5 more years. Like 4 more years probably. And we just gave her Benadryl. She was happy. She was not even an unhappy dog even at that time whenever we took her. So we've gotten a little gun shy when it comes to taking our pets to vets here. We usually take them somewhere else, but we do take them when they need to, and for, you know, routine things. that they need done, shots, stuff like that. But she's doing better. We don't know what happened, like how she wrapped herself up the way she did, but that blanket is no longer on Noah's bed, and it probably will not ever go back on his bed as long as Maggie is there. And she is old. She's going on 14, I want to say. Maybe going on, I can't keep up anymore. All of our pets are old. Even our chickens, they're like 7 years old, and I have had people tell me that chickens don't live that long. I don't know how long they're supposed to live, but ours are living and eating and drinking and happy, and they're 7, you know. And we have dogs that are older, and a cat she's 9 or 10, I can't remember. I'd have to look at their stuff. But like I said, I started not to bring this up, but I decided I would, just in case something does happen with her, like just in case it's something that's not what we thought it was. Because what we think it is she got too hot and maybe a little dehydrated, because that's what would happen with us, you know. We would get lethargic and panting and sweaty, you know. Well, she didn't get sweaty, but she was hot. But now her body temperature's been fine all day. She's drinking. She seems fine, other than a little weak. So we're gonna keep an eye on her. And if she starts going the opposite way, if she starts getting sicker, we'll take her probably to the vet where we're going to be living, not here. Because I know what they would say. And I just, like I said, I don't believe in putting an animal down unless there's no other alternative. Give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, after Jeff got home, well, Noah he pretty much had Maggie on his chest all day and sat in the recliner. And, was nursing her, making sure she was okay. Pretty much just keeping his eyeballs on her all day. Making sure she was drinking and all that. So, he was supposed to help his daddy change the spark plugs and wires on the truck. But since he was doing that, I just went and did it. I told him I would do it. He was going to do it, but I said, don't worry about it. I've done it a lot of times with Jeff. So we did that, and then after we did that, we trimmed up the roses and the other bushes in the front. I'm trying to get this packing tape straight because it's messed up, because I'm about to pack some stuff. But anyway, we cut trimmed the roses, and then I came in while Jeff was putting everything away, and I cooked supper. We had they had salmon and some rice and salad. I had that garlic chicken that I bought last week. I had that with, I just ate some cucumbers. I didn't want a salad, so I just ate some cucumbers. And then I organized our hangers, because we had a bunch of hangers that were a mess, and I was going to record different things, but I just didn't pick up the camera. My mind was somewhere else, you know. So I'm gonna pack the pajamas that I have not been wearing, because I don't and yes, I have a lot of pajamas, I do, but I have pajamas for summer, winter, and for swinter, because sometimes I wear winter pajamas in the summer. Y'all, this is something I don't understand. I'm cold at night, but in the daytime, I'm burning up. I don't know. This was organized. It is not now. Things are semi-folded, but not completely. So I just got 2 boxes here, and I'm going to try to get everything into one box. I think this one over here. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see what I can do. If I can get it all in there, great. If I can't, great. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I have not long ago gone through my pajamas and gotten rid of a lot. And yes, I did have more. And I have not bought any new pajamas. But, you know, they're still here. And I do want to say, I don't want anyone to say anything negative about Maggie or anything. I don't think anybody will, but I have seen where people were pretty cruel whenever people talk about their pets being sick or something. I've seen people say some awful things, and if I do find that that's something that's happening, those comments won't stay on my channel, and that's all I'm going to say. And I don't delete comments. I don't block people. But there are certain things, like my children and my animals and my husband, that I'm protective about. And I will protect. And I'm pretty sure you guys, a lot of you will be the same way. Not trying to be rude, not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. But by the time you see this, it will be a week later than the day it happened. So I will try to keep y'all updated on her well-being since I have brought it up. And like I said, I started not to bring it up at all. But if something happened to her, like if it's an age thing, if she's sick and it's an age thing and I didn't know that, and she does pass or something, which she's not like that. She doesn't seem to be like that. I mean, she seems fine. But if something did happen like that, I'll put it this way. I have watched people on YouTube that show their pets, and I don't show my pets a lot, but people that show their pets and talk about their pets, and then all of a sudden they disappear and you never know what happened to them. I don't want to be that person. I mean, it's your own business if you do YouTube and you share your pets and then you don't show them anymore or anything like that. Or if you don't tell what happened, maybe it's too hard, maybe it hurts too much or whatever like that. That's your business, but I don't know. I have wondered at times, like, what happened? Like, why are they not? Maybe they just don't want to show their pets anymore. Maybe they had too many mean comments or something. I don't know. But like I said, I'm protective, and I will always be, and that's just how it is. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't have anything that I can tell you further, so I'm just going to not talk about it anymore. And I'm definitely going to have more than one box. And I do have some pajamas that are over here in another thing that they're just in another thing. That's all there is to it. They're the ones I've been wearing most lately because I've been just trying to not, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I am going to keep one of these. I have 4 of these. The reason why I have 4 is because I bought them when I did buy these back before I had my surgery. They were on a really good sale. They're actually supposed to be dresses, but I ain't gonna wear that as a dress, I don't think. I mean, I don't think I would, because it shows a little too much up here. Maybe if I didn't have so much up there, it might be different, but let's not talk about that either. There's some things you just don't want to talk about. But I bought these at that time. I'm going to keep one out just in case I need it for after my surgeries, for something easy to put on and off. That's what I'm trying to say. But I do have a lot of pajamas. But the reason why I have a lot is because sometimes certain textures, I cannot stand them. Other times, I want them. I don't know why. I'm just that way. I don't know why. There are times whenever I want something that's short sleeve. Sometimes I want long sleeve. Sometimes I want something that is soft and fluffy. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want thin. Sometimes I want thick. I don't know. I swap up a lot. I'm going to keep that one out too. But I do have some pajamas over here that I have been wearing lately, but I just don't need to keep them all here right now. And I do want to talk to y'all about something else, because you might be wondering, why in the world do you have so many clothes? Alright, I'm going to close this up. And now we can do something else with this. I could have left that in there and just taken this, but this is not what I'm ultimately going to have my clothes in anymore. This was supposed to be temporary. But anyway, I'm going to just move it so I can pull this over and just tape it up. Now, you might wonder, why do you have so many clothes? Well, one reason is because sometimes I can't wear certain things because it bothers me. It gets on my nerves or something, that kind of thing. Another reason is whenever growing up, my mama had a ton of clothes. She always had lots of clothes. And somehow it's like all of her girls seem to have a lot of clothes. Like we buy them cheap prices and stuff, and we just keep them forever. I think that might have something to do with it. Another reason is, like whenever we were on the fire department, if something happened and somebody's house burned, if there was a lady that was my size that lost her clothes, I could always help. Because in that kind of situation, I could always find something that I could give away, you know. I don't know why I tore that off. It's my address. But y'all, I mean, I tear it off so y'all don't see it, but I don't know. I feel really nervous about this video today for some reason. I know why. Because people have opinions, and everybody's entitled to their opinions. But sometimes opinions can be cruel when they shouldn't be, because they don't know the whole story. But I will tell you that our pets are extremely well cared for. We take care of them like if they were, our children. We wouldn't, that's like, I actually asked the vet, I said, if this was your child, would you just put it down just because it has a rash? That's what I asked that vet. He looked at me like he could eat my face. I wanted to hit him in his. Yes, that is a terrible thing to say. No, it's not a Christian thing to say. But he's crazy. But anyway, it has been a little bit of a day. We're all alright. Even Maggie's alright. There's a pile of crazy back there. These are the things I did, the t-shirts. So I'm going to put them with this, so it can go. These are pillows that go on the bed. It's a pair of socks. But anyway, I know that the majority of you are not going to think anything of anything I've said. You won't be rude, you won't be hateful, but it's still that that thought in the back of your head that you think somebody might. And that is why it's hard to be putting your life out there. And that's what we do. We put our life out there. You don't see everything in our lives, but you see a lot of things. You've seen a lot of ups and downs for me. If you've been here for a long time, you've seen lots of times whenever I was super happy, and then you've seen a few times where everything was super sad. And you know, I just share what's going on. That's what this channel is our lives. And this is part of our life. This happened today, but it looks like it's gonna be okay. So that is what matters. So hey guys, it is the next morning, but I decided to go ahead and film this little bit and give you an update on Maggie. So you'll be seeing me in these same clothes tomorrow. So I wanted to let you know that all day she was drinking, and she was having her chicken, she was having chicken broth and doing better and better and better all day. And so later, well, we had offered her some of her wet food different times throughout the day, and she wouldn't take it. But then later on in the evening, she did, and she ate every bit of it. She seems to have more energy. She's feeling better. This morning, well, I don't always let them out. Normally Noah lets them out, but this morning I went in there just because I wanted to see if she was okay. And I opened the door, and she popped her little head up, and she was like, "Let me down." So Noah put her down off the bed because it was early and he wasn't up yet. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I just had to check." But anyway, she seems a little bit weak, but she walked to the door and she went outside and did her business. She came back in, she ate, she drank, and then she wanted to go back to Noah's room. And since she is in Noah's room, I am not going to show you what she's doing or anything, but she is doing a lot better. And I did want to say that in this video so you guys wouldn't have to wait, because if I have to wait with something like that, I think about it a lot, and I didn't want you to have to think about it a lot. But she's doing better, and hopefully she'll continue to do better. But I just wanted to let you guys know. And when I recorded yesterday's what I said, I know that I might have said some things that might have been like, why in the world is she saying that? But I do have reasons why I say and do everything that I do. Some people may not understand them, but we have had a lot of negative, not online, but in person, a lot of negative about having pets, about having more than one pet, different things like that. So I am very sensitive when it comes to pets. We have had people say, well, why did you let that happen whenever a pet, well, actually, one of our pets was in our yard, and another, one of our dogs was in our yard, not here, we weren't living here, and another dog came into our yard and killed our dog. And we were asked, why did we let that happen? Why did they let their beast come into our yard and kill our baby? You know what I'm saying? So I am sensitive about things when it comes to our pets, because I have had a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a lot of negative from pretty much the same people, because we do have a lot of pets, and that's who we are. We love them and we take care of them, and they, you know, are well loved and well taken care of. So I don't find anything wrong with it. Now, if we were not keeping them clean, if we were not feeding them well, if we were not making sure they had clean water, and we were not being good parents, pretty much, I could see all of that. I could see why people would be saying things, but there's no reason. Because they are very much loved, and you could probably see the I don't know if you could see the worry in my face or not, but it was there. yesterday, and I am a lot better today. And she, because but the reason why is because she's a lot better today. But things can happen that are beyond your control, and we don't know how she got down to where she was at. She's not done that before. She normally sleeps up closer to his chest, but she was down at his feet, and because she was down at his feet, he thought she might be on the floor, because she does get down on the floor well, in their dog beds, because there's dog beds in his room. So he thought she maybe had moved down there or something. Didn't know that she had gotten herself tangled in a blanket. We still don't know how she did that, but somehow she got in there and she couldn't find her way out. I don't know. That's the only thing we can think of. We don't really know otherwise. But thankfully he found her and she's okay. It was traumatic for her and us, and there's nothing we could do other than help her through it, and she's doing good, and I'm happy about that. And since I've said what I want to say, and y'all know I talk a lot because I'm an over explainer, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it, and I know that this is a different kind of video, but you know, you've seen a lot of crazy videos. You've seen videos with me crying, laughing, crying while laughing, laughing while crying, all kinds of things. You've seen the ups and downs and the ins and outs of all kinds of things with us, with me anyways, and I feel like that is one reason why y'all come back, because I'm telling you the things, you know. And so I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.